that slide in there.
Leslie. Welcome to another wonderful episode of The Stew. As always, we've got some great things happening today. We've got a fun-filled episode. But today, I want to introduce myself. I'm Janae.
I'm Les. And Janae, we are so fortunate to have as our guest co-host today. She is an educator, journalist, and
producer, TV host, you name it.
all of these things. Nadine Thomas Brown, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me here on The Stew.
Yes, so we get to combine our skills and, you know, as hosts and get right to it, the nitty-gritty, the heart of the matter.
And sit on the couch and be comfortable all at the same time.
And
now,
pretty.
What is, of course, of course. Okay, so ladies, what is actually stirring in the pot, you know, on the hot burner in terms of our national issues is recently the Minister of Social Services and Urban Development, Lanisha Roll, led a charge for a campaign to end gun violence and gang violence, which was essentially painting the town orange. They tied ribbons around trees to bring awareness to this, you know, the social ill that we have in our society. And I have some thoughts about it. I mean, of course, we have to let people know, don't be violent towards one another.
What
but
else?
What do you think?
What else they doing?
Let's see. They're going to be, at least she says that she wants her ministry to play an instrumental role in promoting the legislation to protect persons from all forms of violence against any gender or member of a family.
Okay, so what I don't understand is how tying orange ribbons around a tree is going to help with gun violence. Any thoughts?
Well, you know, I'm kind of equating it to how there are many causes that are associated to colors.
Interesting.
So that's what this is.
But I mean, we're all aware,
side.
and we're all aware already of gun violence. So,
Yeah, so that's the awareness side. That's why I asked what else.
Right.
Exactly.
Because, I mean...
So we all basically have the same thought on
exactly. So now if you're talking about legislation and actually putting
Yes.
something in place that can protect the innocent.
Yes.
However, you know, a lot of the gun violence is gang related, as you indicated. So I don't know how we penetrate the gangs and try to promote peace within them.
Right.
But I definitely legislation would be a good part.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I think
orange,
you can
pink,
also
yellow. I don't
start with more after-school programs, because I feel like a lot of kids, they have nowhere, no outlets, and no fathers. This is not bashing men, by the way, but then there's nothing for them to do, and so they find these groups that accept them and give them the kind of
home and family that
they want, right? And so that's
really
a start.
getting to
So
the
I feel
kids.
like if you could curb it, you can curb it by starting at the base.
Yeah.
Do not wait until the horse has already left the barn to try and curb it, and certainly not bring awareness to it by tying orange
So the
ribbons.
awareness should really start from the kiddie level.
Indeed.
And then...
But ladies, I want to get to something a little bit more heartwarming. Let's talk about the season. We're in the festive season right now, and it's all about do-gooders and doing well and paying it forward. Came across a very interesting story on the international front, where this young lady was traveling down I-95 and didn't realize that she was running out of gas until she did actually run out of gas. So she pulled over onto an exit ramp, and a homeless man saw her, told her to stay in her vehicle because he felt it was a little bit more safer for her, and he used his last $20 to go and get her some gas. But what is so awesome about this story is that naturally, she wanted to pay him back for doing what he did for her, so she started a GoFundMe page, and her intention was just to raise $10,000. And at last news report, they were at almost 300,000.
That's awesome.
So now he can hopefully get an apartment, get a vehicle, and you guys want to know the best part of this?
No, why?
He was a former veteran, firefighter, and paramedic.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, fell on hard times.
That is a heartwarming story.
Yeah, now his hope is to, you know, become a recertified paramedic, and he now wants to pay it forward to other homeless individuals. So I just say all of this to say we are in the spirit of giving and giving back. Thanksgiving just went, you know, Christmas is on the way. Do good, pay it forward, and hey, reach a hand out to a charity or two. But with that said, we're going to take a quick break. You're watching The Stew.
Welcome back to the stew. It is my favorite time of episode. That's right, we're talking about what's trending. I am scrolling through Instagram all day, reading all kinds of news articles, and then I came across something that just shook me this week.
I could imagine.
It completely shook me. So, scrolling through the news media and everything, I came across a story about a young lady. Her name is Cyntoia Brown, and she has just been sentenced to 60 years in prison for killing her sex trafficker. Does that even make any sense?
No.
So, this guy basically kidnapped her at the age of 16, and you know, he was raping her and all this other stuff, and she found a gun and killed him, and now she was brought to trial and everything, and now she's been sentenced to 60 years in prison.
Wow.
Of course, naturally, the story has taken over, and a lot of celebrities have gotten hold of this, and basically it's a complete jack of the system.
Yeah, and it's very pertinent right now when so many stories of abuse are coming, you know, out of the box, and it's just ironic that a lady should have a sex trafficker kidnap her and then be sent to jail for life. It's ridiculous.
Exactly, for ending his life for what he did to her.
Exactly.
But,
All right, so on a lighter note.
Yes, we like lighter notes here.
I was watching the,
Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon, right.
Yes.
The Tonight Show.
Yes.
And here comes Jimmy Fallon. He's interviewing Denzel Washington, and he lets Denzel know that there's a picture of his face tattooed onto, of all people, Drake.
The rapper.
Right?
Yeah.
So it brings up some questions, because I am trying to figure out why he would have a tattoo of Denzel Washington on his body.
Well, in Drake's defense, it's a tattoo of not just Denzel. It's Denzel's character from Mo Better Blues. So I guess he was enamored with the sort of...
what was the character about? Just tell me.
More or less like a
gangster.
A gangster? Okay,
yeah, so...
But a lot of people wouldn't get that reference, though. I mean, do you have tattoos? Do you guys have tattoos? Because they're very addictive. But I don't know if I'd get the picture of somebody from, you know, such a big tattoo.
Maybe I do have tattoos, and maybe Drake was just moved by the character. Maybe it's symbolic to him in some way. I mean,
like
isn't
Drake.
that what tattoos are about? You get things that represent something.
Wasn't there a guy the other day that has Lil Wayne, has Birdman, has all those people on them?
So he's just really in love with those rappers, or what they represent?
Yeah. I mean, I get Betty, maybe Betty Boop.
I don't even know why this topic is trending,
Tweety
guys.
Bird.
Tweety Bird. Even though that was so 1992.
I know, right?
So anyway, I want to switch the conversation 1 second, Janae. I'm curious about our co-host here because, you know, I mentioned earlier, we're all on the same plane today, you know, joining our forces as co-hosts. Tell us about your show, Nadine.
Well, I have this TV show. It's called Roots and Culture. It's an entertainment show. It started in 2006 when I was a reporter at the Nassau Guardian. I also had an open mic, a very popular one, the only one at the time because the others had ended. And I was just seeing all this great talent, you know, just coming out. And I really wanted to give them a platform. Because I regularly hear, oh, Bahamians are not talented and all of that stuff. And yeah, every week I'd be hearing some great stuff. And then people like F. Ferreno, he had just come back from film school and he started doing amazing videos. And so, you know, all of that kind of just created the whole atmosphere for me to start up a TV show from scratch, not knowing anything, learning everything, spending a lot of my money in the process, and so it's now back. I took a hiatus, and it's back on Cable 12. Every week at 9. So please watch.
Nice,
good stuff.
Nice, awesome. We sure do have a lot of talent here in our 242. And talking about talent, we do have musical talent after the break. Oh, her voice is just amazing. Don't go anywhere. We're going to bring her out soon after this.
This design tip is brought to you by Sherwin-Williams.
We are back with the Stew, and here on our show, we love when we have musical guests to not only learn more about them, but of course to have them perform. But now, let's learn a little bit more about newcomer, singer, songwriter, and performer, OPHINE. Come on out, OPHINE. Oh yes, honey, we are huggers here. So, Miss OPHINE, welcome to the show.
Thank you, thank you.
I had the opportunity to see you perform at the Elevation Awards nominee announcement, which, by the way, you are nominated for Best New Artist, so congrats on that.
Thank you so much.
But how long have you been singing?
I've been singing forever. But I just recently started last year, late part last year, to make it like official.
Right.
Seal the deal.
And you also write.
Yeah, I write all my songs. All my songs are written by me.
Yeah. All right.
What made you decide to pursue singing?
I just always, music was always my passion, and it was always a part of who I was. So it was no surprise that I would take that route and made it a profession. So it just was in me to do music all my life. And I was always in my music room at school all the time. I play piano, a little piece.
Okay.
So I fall off a little bit, but I soon get back. But I used to play piano, clarinet, flute, a little bit of guitar.
Nice.
So I'm curious then, when you are writing these songs, do you have sort of those sounds in mind, you know, bringing them together in any way to get that end result?
Right. When I'm going to write a song, I like weird beats. So I find something like people like, why does it sound like that? And I would actually love it. Like, I'm just weird. I just like weird sounds. So I guess you could say that, yeah.
What is a weird sound?
Yeah, OPHINE.
I mean, some people will go for like natural beats.
Is that mixed beats or like rock and pop, putting them all together?
Like, okay, let me see how I can explain it better. Like people go for normal sounds, like people go like dun 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 dun, but I don't like normal tempo beats. Like I like all around.
You just want to mix.
You know what? You know who I think has kind of weird beats? Big Sean. Some of his songs go like dun 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 dun.
Yes,
dun,
like
dun,
it don't keep one pace. It's just
okay.
all
So
over the
that's
place.
your weird sound. Yeah. Okay, nice. But talk more about your what you're going for in terms of your sound. What is you?
How would you describe it?
Yeah. What is OPHINE?
OPHINE really is more like pop, R&B, reggae. Mostly pop though, mostly pop and R&B. I don't really have a particular, whatever I feel, I do. You know?
All right, so tell us about this song that you're actually going to perform for us today.
Don't Let Me Down.
Yeah.
Okay, Don't Let Me Down was produced late last year too. It was made when we had the Hurricane Matthew, and just inside my room with no current, because no current was off.
Yeah.
So I was just writing, and the video alone was not planned. I was with my friend, my best friend, Sapphira, and she directed the video for me too. And my other best friend, P. Dillon, he shot it for me. So she lives in Cable Beach, and we just shoot on, Sandals Beach. So we shoot it there.
And made it happen.
Made it happen.
Okay.
All musicians have their crew. Who's yours? Who do you
Well, I am a part of Savage 100, and we have a handful of people in this label. Jay Isaacs, who is the founder of the label, he found me from the same video, Don't Let Me Down. And he was just like, I have to have you on my team. Your sound is unique. I don't know anyone who sounds like you right now, so I need you right now to be on our team. So I was signed with them this year, and we just dropped an album.
Okay.
Nice.
This is Life, and it has a whole combination of different sounds. Lex, Sean P, Angel Ali, Angel Reckley, Coda, Nas's, a lot of different sounds.
That's a lot of the up-and-coming artists, all those talent.
So if you had to collaborate with somebody, who would you choose from Bahamas and from internationally?
Well, I always wanted to collab with Chase Fernanda.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
she's
yes.
great.
Chase Fernanda and who else? Sketch.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sketch is really good.
What about the international side?
But we
of
know that
things?
first one gonna be Rihanna.
Yes. For sure, for sure. The day I read a song with Rihanna, I live life.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And
But
This Is Life, because This Is Life is right now.
this is life. This is shameless plug. Okay, but Rihanna, of course, Chiney Aiko, Kalani, and Bryson Tiller, Party
All
Next
the
Door.
newbies.
So
Yeah.
all the
Pretty
new,
much.
all the new guys
artists.
or
Yeah.
the hot guys right
I just
now.
feel like they fit my sound.
Yeah.
You know?
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on, OPHINE. We are looking forward to hearing your sound,
Yes.
the
Yes.
weird sound.
The weird sound.
Coming up right now. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the stew. Here she is, OPHINE.
Hey! Yeah. Light shining through the window. He said he liked the way I whine so pick it up, don't drop it down low. Just give me 2 bottles and let's go, eh, eh. Don't let me down, boy, don't let me down. Don't let me down, boy, don't let me down. Don't let me down, boy, don't let me down, eh. 'Cause I love you more than you could ever know. Love you more than you could ever know. 10 o'clock, you're on the go. Where you going, nobody knows it. Sat silent on the floor. Thinking how you make me feel so, baby. Don't let me down, boy, no let me down. Don't let me down, boy, no let me down. Don't let me down, boy, no let me down. Eh. 'Cause love you more than you could ever know. Love you more than you could ever know. Don't let me down, boy, no let me down. Don't let me down, boy, no let me down. Don't let me down, boy, no let me down, eh. 'Cause yeah. Love you more than you could ever know. Love you more than you could ever know. Love you more than you could ever know. Thank you so much.
Oh man!
Awesome.
Wow,
Yes,
OPHINE.
I was getting Rihanna vibes.
I'm telling you, I was feeling
Yeah.
all that kind of Afrocentric sound you got going on.
Have you ever thought of doing like a collabo with Judah, the lion?
Yes, I have a lot of people tell me I'm like a female version of Judah.
Yeah, love it.
Yes,
Really good.
Hunty, work it out. So, OPHINE, we didn't mention this earlier. Tell us about your name.
Well, my name comes very far. It came from my great-grandmother,
Okay.
OPHINE, and it passed on to my grandmother, and then it passed on to me.
Okay,
So,
but it's actually your middle name.
yeah, it's my middle name. I feel like it should have been a...
Can we ask what your first name is?
Yeah.
What is it?
That was going to be my next question.
My first name is Darielle. Darielle O'Phine.
Pretty.
Yes,
Thank
it
you.
is.
Thank you.
Quite.
Thank you.
So we want more of you. I'm sure our viewers want more of you. How can we all get more of you? How can we find you? Social media, performances, what's upcoming?
Well, something big is coming up because, like I said, the album just dropped, so y'all be seeing me a lot. But you can follow me on Facebook at OPHINE, Instagram at OPHINE's Music, Twitter at OPHINE's Music, YouTube at OPHINE Smith. What else? I think that's it.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Ophine, for coming in and performing and talking with us, getting to know you a little bit more. Of course, we're going to have more stew on another day. And you can always catch episodes you've missed on YouTube, ILTV Studios. Watch us on TV at Channel 224 and BTC Flow 112. And you can catch us on Facebook, Instagram. See if we're asking any interesting questions. ILTV Studios. You're watching The Stew, and we will be back sometime else.
When the bar is right.